How can this humble servant be of service, friend? Friend, going to Styx?
Do you have any information?
Indeed I do, but of course not for free.
Makes sense. How about I trade any future information I collect about Styx with you? Don't worry, I'll give you a good deal.
I see. You're getting more and more shrewd. I look forward to your next visit, friend.
what's up? Sweetie, I heard it all. You're going to Styx, aren't you? If so, I'd like to ask you a favor. Could you help me find out what happened to my husband? I don't expect him to come back alive, but any information would be great. I need to know.
Alright, I'll keep an eye out for you.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. Oh, and don't forget to let me check your weapons and gear before you head out.
Hey, look! I found a new blueprint.
Awesome, cutie. It's very detailed. Now I can make more trinkets for you.
Have you just returned from the deeps? Is there any news?
Unfortunately, they'd already gone by the time I got there.
No! I've been telling them to stop and to not leave me behind anymore. But now... What can I do? There's no one I can depend on.
I'm so sorry, Lady Marissa. Your mother and father are both wise, amazing people.
Oh, Mayan!
Don't be sad, Lady Marissa. The mistress and the adherents are all behind you.
And what about you, Mayan? Can I rely on you?
I'm an adherent too, so naturally I will help those in need. If you ever want to talk, please let me know and I'll be right over.
What type of music do you like?
Marissa, I think your parents left this for you.
A gift? Oh, by the gods! I did ask them for a souvenir once. But it was just an excuse so they could leave without worry. I knew they would face danger.
Sorry to hear that.
I always asked them to stop, to not leave me behind anymore. But now... They were doing important things for the city. I knew, but... Mother... Father...
Oh, sorry,
It's fine. I never had the courage of my parents. But what can I do now? My music might make everyone happy. So that's exactly what I should be doing. Right. Come to chat when you have time. What type of music do you like? Come to chat when you have time. What type of music do you like?
Long forgotten gold lays asleep. Audacious miners more fullness make sweet. Valley wind has cried for her, for him, for thee. Astral light has faded, taken away. Now they're gone, grief but free.
Come to chat when you have time.
What can I do for you?
Lady Roxanne, I'm headed to Laurel Mansion.
Finally, it's time to face those Asterigos. I knew this day would come.
Any advice about how I should act?
Don't tell them that I taught you. And just be yourself.
I can do that.
And if you have time, could you check the study for me?
What about it?
I just want to know if the guests are behaving themselves. Not everyone knows how to conduct themselves. If anyone dares mess up the study, they will have me to answer to.
Wow, that's a terrifying thought for anyone.
Indeed.
College Academy. Look at all this. It's so wonderful, isn't it? There'll be so many people continuing my father's...
Serene, I feel your... What's your business here? Moran warned you not to harass these people. Have you read the myth about...
Serene, we need to talk about the war axe.
We should...
I've cast a spell on you to stabilize your condition. As far as those whose skin color starts to change.
Stop! We shouldn't go any further.
This power.
I'm done with the camp. Ah, there it is.
Harold, are you sure you can do it on...
Hilda!
Mind your manners.
Did you hear Marissa playing? It was a song for the miners, wasn't it? Any song becomes so moving when she plays it. Everyone appreciates her music. Such a talented girl. Yes? Odysseus. It's a pity, but I believe the gods of stars will watch over him. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Don't blame yourself, please. Neither you nor Odysseus did anything wrong. He tried to do what he believed was right, and he never regretted his decision. Not even after this.
Even so, I still think Barad deserved to die. But I didn't think that my decision could lead to this result.
There's never a perfect option. All we can do is to be strong and accept the outcome. If you really feel bad for Odysseus, then you should make sure his spirit lives on.
I will. I hope. Bion, I found this at the entrance to the temple pass in the sunken outskirts.
Vangelis's dog tag. Ah, they finally reunited among the stars.
They were good friends?
More than that, they were inseparable. If Odysseus was a man of principle, Vangelis could be described as both boring and stubborn. Their differences were a constant source of arguments. Many times, I thought their friendship was surely over, but the next day, I'd see them in the tavern together.
That sounds so sweet. They were true brothers.
Yes, it was interesting at first. The others loved to joke about them. But after seeing them for so long, I wish they could have taken a step back sometimes. Perhaps then, they would have bickered less.
It couldn't have been easy for you.
There were a lot of soldiers more difficult than them. I worried too much. I just felt bad for them. If they hadn't joined Andreas, things would have been much easier for them. I warned them long ago to stay away from him. Even if they admired Serene, there were other options.
What was that?
Oh, nothing. Just complaining, I suppose.
I found this dog tag in the Glittering Deeps.
Is this Hastar? Oh, he gave me a lot of hard times. He'd often say highly inappropriate things. I was always worried he might anger his superiors. He was actually pretty good with a weapon. That was never the problem. It's just that... Anyway, I had to resolve quite a few cases where he was bullied, but he didn't know what the problem was.
Sounds like someone who didn't quite fit in.
Army life is highly stressful and requires discipline. I once saw him singing with some street artists, so he obviously could fit in with some groups. If he hadn't joined the army, he'd surely be living a free and unique life. That's just my personal opinion, of course. The glory of the three.
Is Serene really there? They're lucky to be alive. The gods of stars truly blessed them. I can understand why she has no intention of coming to the shelter. After being locked up for so long, she could never stay put.
I agree. I think she's very strong.
Strong? Just bold, I imagine. Which is better, really. I don't want to be the one to comfort her.
Saving Serene meant a lot to both her and me. If we can work together and join forces, it would be best for both sides. I believe she's thinking the same.
Maybe that's why she didn't come to the shelter. Maybe she wanted to do something.
I know. I just don't want to admit it.
It's different. Good, even.
Shouldn't you be preparing for your next mission?
Mistress, I found Tanrius and his wife's latest research. They discovered that if the Nexus isn't repaired, it will shatter the next time the ritual is held.
Are you sure?
Take a look. It says the spark is the only way to repair the Nexus. That appears to be the reason they ended up missing. I still haven't been able to locate them.
Did you find anything else? Letters? Research? Last words?
That's all. But I did secure the spark that Tanrius was looking for. Look!
Incredible! I didn't know starlight as pure as this existed in the world.
In the deepest part of the Glittering Deeps is a colossal creature known as the Titan. The spark can be found on its body. This Titan is also the source of the mine anomaly, so now that it's been sealed away, the mine is safe.
Well done. Not only have you resolved the mine anomaly, you also brought back the key to repairing the Nexus. However, regarding Tanrius's whereabouts...
After entering the deeps, they were attacked by rocklings. I doubt they'll be coming back.
That's really sad to hear. I'll persuade Marissa to accept the fact.
I hope she can.
Does Abalone know?
Things are difficult for her. I'll tell her later.
Please speak.
You seem surprised to hear that the Nexus might shatter. How serious will it be if it does?
The Nexus is a symbol of the spirit of Aphis. It's also the source of our magic. You could say that all of Aphis's glorious achievements are founded on the research and application of the Nexus. Without it, there'd have been no progress. Our lives could have turned out even more primitive and barbaric than those in Anbari. To lift the curse, we must run the risk of shattering the Nexus. But if the curse isn't lifted, then Aphis is doomed. But please, keep this between us. If the other factions knew, they would never allow it. So, I must carefully consider the consequences.
Tanrius did leave us a way to repair the Nexus. Is something else worrying you?
I just hope everything goes smoothly.
There's something else. Have you heard of Petrius's Freethinker scholars?
Yes, but there are only a handful of them. I thought they might even be just a legend.
Well, I came across them in the Deeps. One of them told me that Tanrius was their founder.
What? You mean they actually exist?
Yes, and they're unwilling to do anything that would harm life. They're directly opposed to Petrius's approach to research.
That goes along with what I'd heard. It's remarkable. How did he manage to persuade them?
What?
Hilda, I'm very interested in the knowledge that the scholars possess. I'd really like to talk to them. Perhaps I could send Bion to meet with them, if they're willing.
Sounds good. Is there anything I can do?
If you have time, you could ask if they'd be willing to meet. Outside the shelter, naturally.
So, just meet with you?
Yes.
There's one more thing. Minerva, I saw Father.
I see. Are you alright?
Aren't you worried I might go after him?
I am. But you chose to come back and tell me. That shows me you're not planning to betray our agreement. And for that, I am grateful.
As my commander, he ordered me back to Anbari. He says a soldier shouldn't be doing what I'm doing. I don't know what I should do. I want to stay here, of course. But if I stay too long, I'd be disobeying an order. If I wait until this is over, I could be severely punished.
You've had plenty of opportunities to return, and I haven't stopped you. So, why are you still here?
Because if I leave Aphis like this, I know I'll regret it.
And why not be a hero? Not everyone has the chance to stand on such a glorious stage. However, I understand that you're struggling. There are times when I question myself, too. We all face choices. The important thing is that we don't have any regrets.
Thank you.
Please speak.
I brought back several rubbings from the deeps. Did you see them?
Yes, and good work. However, it looks like we're going to need someone who can translate them. Can those freethinkers physically from the deeps do it?
Probably not. But I know who will. The goblins.
You mean those outsider thieves? But how?
They're familiar with many languages, including ancient Ephesian. Let's have them try.
Apart from Tanrius, I can't think of anyone else who'd be able to translate. I don't trust them. They are thieves, after all.
That may be, but they also owe me a favor. So I don't think they'll be able to refuse.
Well, I trust your judgment. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
Time is of the essence.
Solve the issue, Avalon.
Which issue? The outsider thieves? The cultists? The war axe? Or that damned voice?
I didn't need to do anything about the outsiders. They turned on each other in the mine.
Serves them right. What about the voice? Did you take care of it?
For now. I also learned the origin of the voice.
Nope, don't tell me the details. I don't want to know about what monsters are in there. Anyway, it's good that you took care of it. I underestimated you. Or maybe the Ephesian soldiers are just weak.
There's still something else I need to tell you. The miners that were controlled are still delirious.
Then the issue ain't solved. You need to think of something.
Who could have a solution? Do you think the Physicoi in the Glittering Depths might know something?
Quit yapping. If you have a lead, then follow it.
About the Mistress's proposal from earlier.
I have good miners that still haven't regained consciousness yet. Until they're back to normal, don't waste my time.
Who could have a solution? Do you think the Physicoi in the Glittering Depths might know something?
Quit yapping. If you... What is it?